creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Ah!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. It enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to...
I did. How
It was wonderful.
good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, some provide us with magically imbued material, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood, stumbling over dead beasts.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I be on the lookout for. Meanwhile, I also encourage.
Hey, over here. Come on.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that you were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope...
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to...
You've intrigued me. Very well.
I'd hoped I would. Come with me. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply...
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, the poachers' influence is growing. They're up to something.
That does... I think that's a fine...
And the more I know...
You seem undeterred.
Oh, very well. I should be going, but... Well,
Transfiguration has always come in. Accio! Revelio. Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Go on, take the moon. Odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes, terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience.
Revelio.
Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fear. Second, I'm at my wits. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahamora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your... And I took advantage of it. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom, and the other...
Hello, Hamora. Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
A generation of coddled cake flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and apples.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda.
And you've no business being in the faculty tower.
Revelio. Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and Hilltop wouldn't be so combative if the ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of goblin rebellion. My marching Professor Hecat's class is superb. I don't think that's what that class is for.
He's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll?
How dare you speak to a prefect that way?
I'm a prefect too, twit.
That's it. 50 house points. You know you can't do that.
Revelio. Hello, Hamora.
spectacular. Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
The students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. And excellent. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early... But that does not explain the boggart, you know. I am the...
It's definitely intriguing.
You... Now, remember, the moons are only... I appreciate. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it.
Revelio.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're...
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh, it was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially... It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. Hello, Deke. Can you remind me?
First, get close to the beast you wish to rescue. Then, point the mouth of the bag directly at the beast and open it. The beast should go right in. Oh dear, Deke thinks perhaps you didn't know Deke was near. You got one!
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Hello, Deke. Oh, if it... Then I shall go and rest.
Good luck, Deke.
Levioso. Repulsor.
Do cooperate, won't you? Settle yourself.
Deke hopes...
Are there...
It is. Moon...
I shall go and...
Revelio.
Travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Repulsor. Levioso.
Incendio.
Expelliarmus.
Incendio.
Repulsor. Levioso.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. There. Not good. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a mooncalf now.
Another beast, safe and... Shame we didn't... Deke...
Revelio.
It was an accident! That life is behind me, I promise!
What's wrong with us? Afraid of a serpent?
Slow coach! Slow coach!
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience. Actually, perhaps another time.
Perhaps you want to release them. Let them see their new home. Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some. Expelliarmus! Professor Howard will never believe this.
Oh dear. Deke thinks perhaps you didn't know Deke was near.
I've collected some magical material.
Now, Deke can show you. First, you'll need to use
an enchanted loom.
Making your clothing more useful in a variety. Why don't you try it, Deke?
I'll go and experiment with the loom. That came out nicely. I should show Deke. Protego! Thank you. It's like a place right out of a storybook. A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
I didn't touch your helm. Well, thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't. No one has felt my own. Possibly, but Anne was all. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier, with Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time.
Revelio.
Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Revelio.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Perhaps Sebastian.
Your faith in Sebastian is giving.
I understand.
If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne?
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this... It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new fifth...
I am. Sebastian and...
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful... I do miss Hogwarts. But I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't between the goblins at the castle and...
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after... I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncles, they both mean well, I know they do, but Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can...
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why would they go? Listen to me. She's my sister.
How are you doing? I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's... After Anne, I'm the one trying to help her.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing...
I refuse... I miss my sister. Come with me. I need to show you... Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. Over here!
Potato!
This way.
Expelliarmus! Accio! Sendo! Levioso! Fringo! Accio! Incendio!
You've made your last mistake. You're really not very good at this, are you?
Levioso.
Such arrogance. I work for Why can't I have a nice
Confringo.
You fight about as well as a puppet. Someone's been taken out last week. Expelliarmus won't get away with that. One less human to worry about.
Levioso.
Incendio.
Let's get this over with.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio.
I confess, that was a bit more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved.
Good. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flame, before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flame. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully
My thought, it might be,
perhaps.
And, shall we? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
Revelio.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists. Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the hotel.
Revelio.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who?
I found a pensive that day in the restricted zone. The keepers have shown me up.
The keepers?
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have... Oh, and this house... If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, you for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Repulsor.
Huh, a stairwell.
Lumos.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this sitting about.
Lumos.
Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange,
Honestly.
but fair enough.
I'm listening. I don't know what I was expecting you to... And... I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Lumos.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago. And you said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic.
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into.
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. I'll be in touch. Till then.